Okay, guys, welcome back. I know it's kind of late, but it's further proof that I don't make any of the decisions whatsoever around here. You see, we redecorated. Njord decided to pull into port, and he'd been trying to come through, and then I had mumbled something to Loki about, yeah, donut. And Njord's like, oh, did she say donut? Did she? 8 billion petroleum pins of donuts came out of nowhere on Pinterest, and I was getting everything but donuts. I think two wolves desperately tried to hang in there in this avalanche, but it was just an avalanche of donuts, and an avalanche of cats because ship cats, and an avalanche of everything else. And you're just like, and he grandly walks in and tells me to get my fly my colors and something something. He doesn't actually speak in ship or sailor vernacular, but he knows that landlubbers have this idea we think we know what it means. And so he knows we'll obey it as an order, because you could see him as a lot of things. The ship's captain would definitely be one of them. And so, look, he got his way. And look, he's been laughing his ass off. And I said, you ran and got Njord, didn't you? Yeah, I like it. He tells you to do something and you really move it. He's not scary. He's not mean. I don't think I've ever heard him yell once. It's just the captain tells you to do it and you do it. And, I had been addressing him as Your Majesty because technically speaking, he's seen as a king. And he doesn't like that. At least with me, it's like, no. Captain is fine. And I think it amuses him. And I've been doing some research. And, we really don't have anything left lore-wise of him. Shut up, Loki. Loki goes, I can tell you something. Shut up. And you should talk, horse boy. I got, anyhow, that was one time. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Any It's nice how we treat each other, isn't it? Any shut up. Yeah, where the hell was I? Damn it. You got me distracted. Something Njord something. I don't know. Loki does this all the time, god damn it. This is why we get nothing done on this channel, cause Loki. So yeah, and Inari's been giving me the Inari stare of doom, which means you're about to die in the most inventive way that Inari can come up with. And Mammon's been laughing at me, and Asmodeus has been laughing at me. And I think Njord actually drove Odin off. I think he actually came selling into port rather, and guns blazing because remember, Aesir and Vanner fought to a standstill and neither side could win. So think of a magical, kind of hippie-ish, peace-loving, sex-positive group of hippie-ish gods that can still kick Aesir ass. And you know what the Vanner are like, and they're the first and foremost in magic. And, which is why all of a sudden Odin had manners when he wanted to learn magic from Freya. And he has established things. The holiday cafe, or the holiday bar and girl rather, is now another ship. I said, it looks like a ship. Everything I design looks like a ship, come to think of it. So she's a ship. The Club 22 is probably a ship. God only knows. And I'm getting this sense of smiling back there. And I didn't realize it, but I was like putting little anchors and ship's wheels and everything into all my designs for some reason. And what I mistook as Odin trying to come through and being nice, Odin wouldn't have done that. It was Njord coming through. It was Njord talking to me. And he comes through and he's very positive, but he's very strong. And I got this urge to look up this Carpenter song about interplanetary craft. And I'm listening to it and I can feel this masculine energy come down like, boom, like very strong and very masculine and proud, but like so strong I wanted to grab my headphones and put them on because I swore I was going to be talking to this god on these headphones. And that was Njord. And he has been coming in for a while now, and he will pull into port. And have you ever seen those videos of those horns? He will do whatever it takes to get your attention. He's not mean. He's not like Odin, he's not gonna do anything mean, but he will get your attention. And he definitely gets the energy up. And he was looking around the holiday bar and grill, and he says, "How the hell could this man not like this when you put all this work into this? Because I must have put like, what do you think, Loki, 2, 3 hours on the one room alone." And Loki's like, "Mm-hmm." And it was a son of a bitch to decorate anything in VR, as I was explaining to you guys. And I decorated a goddamn Christmas tree, and it's got lights on it, and it's got ornaments, and goddamn birds on it. Look, he's back, our partridge in a pear tree. I made Reeves by hand. So, and that's definitely something Njord appreciates as well as Asmodeus, craftsmanship. They both appreciate craftsmanship. Not I'll just throw it at the wall. It has to look nice. You have to do your best job. It's okay if you're not talented, but do your best. Don't just like throw something at the wall and hope they'll be pleased. Um, they know very damn well if you took shortcuts and they'll catch you on it. And I like to build as best as I can. And I said it's a shame I can build a claw machine. I built a popcorn machine, kind of. Built a mini dollhouse, well, without walls. Built trains. I said the only damn thing I can't make is a ship. We have a beautiful ship model. Unfortunately can't resize her, and I only got one of those damn things because I got her from one of the yacht games I have. And I apologized to him, and I said, if you can get me, and I promised him this, and he knows I'll keep my word. I said, you give me some beautiful models, and I'll give you whatever you want. I just need materials to craft with. Long story short, there's gravity in VR. Some of the items we have obey gravity, some don't. It would be great if we would just have a collection of basic shapes, and then I could build him like a ship or whatever, but they only gave us squares. It's hard to build stuff out of squares, but we're doing okay, and he's happy. And Loki's happy because Loki got his way, and Njord's telling me about, putting stuff up and everything. And he thought I did the right thing on getting rid of the Game Jolt account because he says that's nothing but trouble and you don't need the aggravation. But he says, I think you just reacted to, people will put insults. If you've ever been in the video game community, you know the kind of insults people put on. And he said, I posted years ago when I used to run the other channel, I would post videos, and you know how little shits that like video games talk to people. And he said, I think you got upset and you got affronted. And he said, I think that's why you changed everything. And he says, I don't blame you for not wanting to be there. Um, but he said, that's no reason to go back on your word to Loki because, half the time Loki asks me for stuff and I say, yeah, sure, and I'm really not listening to him. And apparently Loki had sometimes squiggled the promise out of me they could have all his toys, but we're trying to go halfway. We'll decide what we finally think it looks like. Took Nori's mask down because I'm afraid that damn thing's gonna fall down. The elastic in the back went bad. We were hanging it up with string, and I said, I'm afraid that damn thing's going to fall down somehow. I don't know. I just have visions, and this paper mache should be okay. But I said, in this house, stuff tends to magically break. So yeah, Njord came in, and it depends who you ask. People have very different ideas of what he does. Some people say wealth management, some people will tell you can lay out a budget. Not interested in laying out a budget with me. That's Mammon's job, and Mammon's like, Mammon's backing off. Mammon figures I either know what to do at this point in time or not. And, just blessings of abundance and fertility and stuff like that. Travel, good luck. I would say to, in a certain sense, gambling. So a lot of stuff I was probably mistaking for Hermes was probably Njord trying to come in rather strongly. He doesn't overpower you. He's strong. You know he's in the room, especially when anything you would relate to ships, however that works for you, starts falling into your life. Like I relate cats and coffee and everything else. Consider my age. Being at the shore, the old time ships, getting to see the did they have a three-master that one time? Yeah, they did. And old kind of romantic stuff like that. He does, at least with me, have this huge kind of romantic streak that you would associate with the sea and everything else. And of course, he is why, and I love Freya and I serve her. He is why Freya is so spoiled because whatever princess wants, she gets because he's literally like the richest god. I don't think Odin could match him for wealth. I really don't, because Odin technically doesn't have Mjolnir anymore. So, Odin doesn't have that, so I don't think Odin can match him for wealth. And even if he did, it's just Njord. And, I make sure to stay on good terms with Lady Rand and Aesir. I don't want any of the sea gods getting jealous. And from what I've studied in Norse mythology, there could actually be countless sea gods. So it's just like you try to be like generally nice and everything else. But yeah, he's more uplifting and he's more positive. He is protective. I think he could have a worse sense, certainly in the fact that they fought the Aesir to a standstill, but he doesn't seem interested in showing that to me. It's like that was in the past. He'll fight if he has to, but he would rather be involved in stuff today. Fertility, it's a cult. Now take this with a huge grain of salt. Something about the footprint. Um, and it's fertility of land and sea, and obviously fish because he's the god of fishermen, and travel upon the sea and travel on land as well. And also, those epic storms I got caught in twice? Wind and rain, I forgot. And I thought, wouldn't it be funny if Njord sent this? And I thought it both times. And a crow would be crow's nest. And, so, sometimes you can just think the wrong god's coming through. He's so strong that I mistook him for Odin. And it would be easy to make the mistake because he's strong when he comes through. He's so strong. So, and he's happy. And now I can do all the sea and naval stuff I want, and nobody's going to get sick of it. He'll be happy as a clam if I do it. And I had said I wanted seafood really badly, and this flyer come in, and one of the flyers I actually took up to my friend to give her coupons. Fish sandwich. And I said, well, close enough. We do have tuna in there, so we do have some seafood, but yeah. So we're happy he's here. He's kind God. He's a kind God. He's a gentle God. Some people try to say this ridiculous stuff about you have to give him really expensive stuff. If you're as rich as Hades, fine, give him really expensive stuff. I can giggles back here. But if you're a mere mortal and do not have access to Daddy's wealth, then, you can offer him a cheeseburger or a cup of water. He won't care as long as it's offered, in kindness. We have those noodles that are kind of like push for us. I mean, they're not the cheapest ramen in existence, but they're not the good stuff either. So we had those. We had those tonight, and he treated those just as well as he would anything. And now sea stuff's popping up everywhere for me on YouTube. We got stuff for the Titanic, and we're getting all these songs. And he used to come through with this song by the Ellen Parsons Project about "Don't Let Me In." So yeah, he's very straightforward. He loves music. It's not a thing that I know is associated exclusively with the Vanir, but he loves music. That he's getting to, in a sense, kidnap Raggy and have him aboard the Sea Queen makes him the happiest of the gods. Raggy was like, yeah, he'd like to go to sea and get away from his own. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.